person caught and 10 still on the loose after escaping from a New Orleans jail. That jail now on lockdown amid a massive manhunt across the area. The Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office says that 11 inmates had escaped from the Orleans Justice Center. It happened this morning when a head count revealed that the inmates were missing. The jail is located about 2 miles from Bourbon Street. Officials now urging the community to use extreme caution, warning that these 10 inmates who are still on the loose should be considered armed and dangerous, and you do not want to get anywhere close to them. Let's bring in our Maria Villarreal. She's tracking it. What are police saying at this hour?
You know, Kira, there's a lot of information that is still unknown coming from law enforcement. Obviously, we know that this happened this morning, as you mentioned. Right now, all local law enforcement have been notified to be on the lookout. But there was a press conference that just happened not too long ago, and it was ended very quickly without a whole lot of information being given to local media and local, people that were there from the public about exactly how this could have happened. And why it was that they didn't alert the public for several hours after really recognizing that this had happened, that this escape had happened, that so many people had been that had gotten out. What we do know also is that one of the inmates has been caught, but there still are several other out on the loose right now. And their charges is what people really want to know about. What exactly were they in jail for? What should people be aware of?
So what do we know about the search area? Is there a certain region or part of New Orleans or outside of New Orleans where police are focusing on now?
I think that is definitely the case. As of right now, they have alerted, the entire state just as a major precaution, right? That's normal in these types of situations because you never know where these inmates might have family, where they might go in order to try and be protected, to try and hide themselves, obviously. But what is very concerning to the public, I've spoken with a number of restaurant association people in the region in New Orleans, near Bourbon Street especially. I asked them, have they been alerted? They said, yes, they do know about this, but only by local media reports. Obviously, they are getting a better idea of who these people are. Clearly, this jail is not that far from Bourbon Street and where we see a lot of tourism in the New Orleans area. So as of right now, a lot of these local organizations are sharing this information amongst themselves to be on high alert, especially after what we saw in January. They don't want to take any risk right now. They're being extra cautious with their own security to make sure they are prepared in case local law enforcement is out in other parts of the city and county and the parishes, for example, trying to find these guys.
All right. In the meantime, here we are.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. They had 11 men escape, and they caught one, with 11 still at large. So go ahead, Ronnie. Who is responsible for this?
Who else gonna be responsible? Is the jailhouse? You have 11 men that escaped and only captured one, and people still don't know what was the charges for. Hopefully, it's not really like a very heinous crime, because if it is a very heinous crime, then I think you need to let the public know. But if it's not, I think that's why they figure it's not really that much a severe crime, because they knew it was very heinous. They knew the people was gonna panic. So therefore, them allowing this to happen, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen at all. And New Orleans dropped the ball on that one. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, I do think this is kind of a rarity because I haven't heard of prison inmates escaping in a while. So this is what do I really learn to know how did they get out. But I'm have a strong feeling that all these guys are going to get locked up soon. But it has to be an inside job because they've made a lot of improvements since Katrina. So this is kind of wild.
Yeah, if I'm deputy police case, I'm doing a serious investigation. First of all, I'm trying to find these jailbirds and putting it back. The next day, I'm doing a serious investigation of what was involved. So whoever was involved, I can fire them immediately, because stuff like this, you rarely hear something happen like this in any city or any state like this, especially in a jail like this. So Yeah, man, this is funny to me. I definitely think it's an inside job, and when it comes to the chief, do a serious investigation, and then wherever you get, you fire her immediately because this situation like this should never happen. You got like 11 people on, well, 11 people who went on the loose. They called one, but you still got 10 people still at large at this moment. So yeah, I'm police chief. Get those people and do a serious investigation.